Happy Friday, Mo. How you doing? How's your week been? Eventful?
Yeah.
How,
If you want to know what happened on my weekend, you have to go listen to Flippin' Fantastic Dash of Sass on
yes,
this coming Tuesday.
yes,
And
yeah.
you can
It
see
was
what happened.
it was quite a scurry of events happening in your primary
Yeah.
master bathroom. That's all I'll
hmm
say.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Ridiculous.
It kept you from going to estate sales because that's what you had planned. You had like 5 estate sales lined up,
Yeah,
right?
right. There actually um weren't
Morning?
any.
No? Wow.
Um yeah, it's the first time in a long time. I know everybody says like right after the holidays it's there's nothing, but
Mhm.
this was um this was the first time.
Like, there was just none.
uh yeah, yeah. Well, there was probably some, but they were too far away and I didn't bother
Oh, yeah, yeah,
looking at
yeah.
them. But
There there was some here, which I'm kinda surprised because we got 9 inches of snow. Well, it's 9 to 12 in my
oh,
city,
mhm,
and we got
yeah,
9 in our yard because we measured it, but that's, like that's insane for our area. Like, maybe we get, like, an inch or 2 every other year,
right.
but
hmm
9 to 12 inches? But anyway,
hmm
they still have state sales, though, and it snowed on Wednesday, like, Wednesday night into Thursday morning, and one of the estate sales still happened on Thursday, which I wanna know who went to that estate sale on the first day, because the roads were,
Right.
icy and, whatever. I don't know. I didn't leave the house on Thursday because it was bad. It was super bad. Well, whatever. Like, the front of our house faces north, so it's the
Yeah,
last of the snow to melt or anything. But
right.
we did go out and walk around, like, we got dressed up and
Your winter wonderland.
yeah, and we went and,
Did you put your snowshoes on?
I don't have
Cross country
snowshoes.
ski?
Oh my I don't have snowshoes, but I do have, like a I don't even know what they're called, like snow bibs, you know? I have snow
Like a
bibs.
snow pants, yeah.
Yeah, snow
Yeah.
pants with the straps.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and then I have, like, a vintage wool, Fair Isle sweater that I wore
Mhm.
and, some hat or whatever, but I wore some random boots that I didn't care if they got messed up because they're not waterproof or anything, so we took a
Right.
little walk.
You're listening to the Flippin' Fantastic Podcast.
If you're watching this and you aren't subscribed, go hit that button right now and watch this.
Let's be real, we're the #1 reselling podcast.
Wow.
This estate sale that I went to, Mo,
Yeah.
I recorded and, um, I recorded and we have microphones. We have, like, wireless microphones, and
Right.
Matt had a microphone, I had a microphone, and I'm, like, going through and, like, scrubbing through the footage, and one room in this house,
Oops.
um,
Yeah.
just this one room, it was, like,
Mhm.
beeping and, like, cutting in and out, but then when we went into other rooms, it was fine. Like, it was completely fine, both of the mics were working, and then
Mhm.
when I went back into that room again, it was beeping and cutting in and out and, stuff like that. I sent you the footage, and I was
Uh-huh.
just like, "What in the world?" But it was only that room. So, when
Did
I
you see,
edit
like
that
did they have, like, um, their Wi-Fi in there or something? Because that's the only other thing I could think of. Like, sometimes that'll interfere with your Bluetooth.
I have no idea. I have no idea. But, I mean, the
So
fact
it's
that it was going,
haunted.
like, bleep, bleep, and then it would cut in and out, and then it was going
Right.
beep, and then Matt's mic would work, and then mine wouldn't work. And I don't have mic issues at all, like,
Yeah.
um, except if it's creepy, because it happened to another estate sale too. I had
Oh, yeah.
sounds, remember?
Mhm.
I sent that
Yeah.
footage to you too, or I left it in, I can't remember if I cut it out, but I was like, "What in the world?" And this house was It's so nice. I mean, not that maybe not the house per se, but the property was so nice. It was on like a on a point with the bay in the background and it was elevated.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know if I took a video of it. They had a pool. It was like elevated. I live at the beach, so everything's flat. Like there's no like hills and mountains and terrain and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But this house was built on a point that was kind of like on rocks and stuff. So it was like elevated from the water level. And they had a pool in the backyard and it looked out to the bay that had lots of like mature trees and stuff. And it was so nice. I couldn't believe it. It was just like I could just imagine it in the spring with like hydrangeas and stuff blooming around this
Mhm.
pool. Like it was just really nice. I
You
was
buying it? Sounds
no.
like it's up for sale soon.
It is actually it is for sale. It's
Yeah.
it did have a for sale sign, but it's not anywhere we would want to be just because of it didn't have a lot of property. Like
Right.
the property that it had was there was like,
Rocky.
not yeah, it was rocky and hilly or not hilly, but it wasn't flat to like build stuff. I don't know.
Mhm.
But it was creepy, like listening back. I didn't listen to all of the footage, but I just
Yeah.
scrubbed through it real quick and I was just like, "Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, what in the world?" And they had some really nice brass pieces at this estate sale too,
Yeah.
but I didn't buy anything. The prices were,
Too
you know,
high.
they were too much, more than I
Yeah.
was, willing to pay.
Mhm.
And it was is this the one? I think they were 20% off. I don't know. But it was one of those estate sales that we don't typically go to because
Right.
how they price, but
Mhm.
I don't know. I got creepy ghosty vibes. Well, maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll see
It's
orbs.
the ghost of the widow of a sailor who never came home.
Oh, maybe. Maybe. They did yeah. Mm, I don't know. I've been all into this, like, yeah,
Mhm.
treasure hunting side quest and reading and looking and yeah, whatever. I'm gonna be researching Tommy Thompson from
Yeah,
the
I'm telling you.
guy that went to prison. Mo said he went to prison for stealing treasure.
He's been in
So
prison for 10 years.
I'm gonna have to research that guy. I need to know. I need the deets. I need the details on it. Oh my gosh. We're not talking about treasure hunting. We are going to talk about treasures that were sold on
We do treasure
eBay.
hunt, just not in the ocean,
That's true. That's true.
just at people's houses and thrift stores.
That's true. I guess they're treasures to somebody because, you know, we could find a doll that you had when you were 5 and that's a treasure
Mm,
that got
yeah.
lost. I don't know, right?
Mhm.
But we also are going to talk about what is it like what was it called? Like $1 million listings or stuff, things that sold like extremely high price things that sold on eBay. Is that what it is?
Right.
Yeah. So we'll have to talk about that too. Oh, and you know how they say when you're starting out, like reselling, you should start out with stuff around your house.
Yeah.
And I've told you that we are transitioning out of decor, like we're getting out of the coastal decor and you know
Mhm.
whatever. So I have these really nice teal koi fish planters, teal
Mhm.
koi fish planters. There's 2 of them. I had a pair of them. They're pretty tall. They're probably like 18 inches tall, a pair of them. And I had them flanking my fireplace. And I don't even know what was in them. Maybe nothing. Maybe just because they for decor. Anyway, Matt put them on Facebook Marketplace, and they still had the original sticker on the bottom that I bought them from like Marshalls or Ross or something, and I paid
Mhm.
29. I think it was $29 a piece. And
Yeah.
Matt put them on Facebook Marketplace for 120 for the pair,
Stop.
and they're selling today, like the ladies' meeting today, to pick them up for 115
Wow.
for both of them.
Nice.
I know. So we have a little kitty um, growing of just Facebook Marketplace
Yeah.
sales, and just the cash from Facebook Marketplace
Right.
that we're going to use to.
Are you using it for your home decor?
No, it's for
Oh,
our future. Like, if we have to build
for your empire.
our yes, yeah, but our future empire. There's only like $1,300 in it, so.
It's more than I got.
But that's just from Facebook's
Yeah,
sales. So I've just been
that's
taking
awesome.
out the cost of goods and putting it
Right.
in my like yard selling fund, and then just putting
Yeah.
like the literal profit in there.
Mhm.
Which I mean, I don't know. I'm just being exact,
Mhm.
like I did have to pay for the stuff. And I don't know if I told you, I took one of our tenants left their washer and dryer. And
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
old. It
Mhm.
was from 2022, and the washer
Yeah.
worked. We sold that in one day for
Yeah.
I don't know, 250. I don't know. I have it written down somewhere, but that's
Mhm.
great. And then they left their dryer, and it just needs like a part needs to be replaced. And Matt can do that stuff. He ordered the part. He's
Yeah.
gonna fix it, and he's gonna sell that too.
Mhm.
That's going in the kitty too.
Nice.
I know. I'm excited, And they also left other things. They left a lot of things, but they left shoes, like Nike shoes and New Balance
Yeah.
shoes, and they were in good shape. So I
How
listed
do
all those
people
too.
leave stuff when they move? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know either.
My
I
husband is like, if we go somewhere and stay in a hotel room, like,
uh-huh.
when we check out, he's, like, looking under the bed. Like, there's no way anything would be left when we move. I mean,
Uh-huh.
we've moved once from apartment to here, and
Mhm.
we didn't leave anything. Like, I don't understand when people leave personal stuff like that. Like, why do you leave your shoes?
I know. Yeah.
It's weird.
There's an attic in this place too, and we haven't even looked in the attic. But when we bought the place, um, there was like Christmas stuff in the attic, like all kinds of Christmas stuff. And I'm kicking myself because this was before we were reselling that we bought this place. But I just wonder what we got rid of. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah. Mhm.
Because it was, I don't know how, I don't know who lived in it before. I don't know if it was a rental property, like the people that we bought it from. Like if, well, yeah, it was. It was always a rental property. But there was Christmas stuff up there. Who knows what else is up there? And who knows what's in the other side too, because we have never been in the other side. That tenant's always been
Oh,
there.
yeah, because 'cause he's been there since when you
Yeah,
bought it, right? Yeah.
but
That's
who knows
crazy.
what's up there from other people that lived there before he lived there. I don't know. That's
My sister and her partner they're buying a house. They're actually gonna close in a few days. I
uh-huh.
think the 28th. They, they're they were like, "Can we ask?" Because it's got, um, a big sunroom, which I'm completely jealous of. I'm like, "Oh my god, you have to furnish the sunroom first. I wanna come over and sit in that," right?
Uh-huh.
And they're like, "We need furniture." They were considering asking the they might have, I don't know, she didn't say. Ask if the people will leave the furniture in the sunroom because I think it was, like, nice, like, wicker, like, sunroom furniture, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Totally ask for it. I
And they're
mean,
like, "We'll pay for it. You wanna leave it?"
yeah. They yeah, I told you, I don't know if we talked about it off the air, but I told you like when we sold our a house that we had before this, like our personal house,
Yeah.
the people wanted like rugs and light switch covers and
Oh, yeah, your
shelves.
light switch covers, yeah, mhm.
Yeah, they wanted the shelves like in the primary bedroom, and
Mhm.
I mean, we ended up leaving the shelving because we built it like it's like custom, for the size
Yeah.
and the space. They
So
were
it
one of
fit
those like
in that space,
floating
yeah.
ones, yeah.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, yeah, whatever. But they got that. That was it.
Mhm. Yeah.
They didn't get
Yeah.
the light
I mean,
switch
it can't
covers.
hurt to ask. All they're gonna say is no, but
True. I mean,
because they're
they got
like, oh
that.
my gosh, because they just live. My sister only had lived in an apartment before they moved in together, and he he was divorced and he gave his wife the house, so he had to get all new furniture. So they've got furniture together,
Uh-huh.
um, but there's more, you know what I mean? Like there's another living room in this house and the sunroom and everything.
Yeah.
But they're excited. I'm like, I'm excited. I'm gonna come and take a nap with my sister in that sunroom in the summer. It's
That
really
is
pretty.
nice. Yeah, yeah. The house that I grew up in, we had an atrium attached to
Hmm.
the front of our house. And we didn't use it because it got really hot, but it had like, a chain that you could pull to like lever open the atrium and stuff, but it had
Yeah,
cobblestone floor. Um
that's
and
cool.
yeah, it was okay. No one used it. It had sliding glass doors and stuff like but I mean, it was decorated. Like it had,
Yeah,
furniture and it was all decorated, but
yeah.
it was too hot. If it was
Oh,
facing
okay.
north, it would have been a lot nicer to
Right,
view.
right,
So we had to
right.
always keep the curtains closed, because
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that they just built it because that house was the model house of that community. So I
Yeah.
think they tried to just make it as fancy as possible.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. So
That's
the
like this. My house they're they call them semi-custom homes or whatever. There's a bunch of different, like, and this is a big neighborhood, so there's different phases. And we
yeah.
were one of the models because across the street is a 3-bedroom that was a model.
Uh-huh.
And like there's a lot of basic stuff in here, but there was a couple like upgradey things,
Yeah.
throughout. Like we have, in like the dining and the family room, there's like crown molding in the ceiling, which is
Yeah.
I love. It's a dang pain when you gotta paint
Yeah.
because you gotta get on a ladder and all. But and I'm the one that paints all the mold. I paint
Uh-huh.
doors and molding. My husband does the walls and the ceilings. But
Yeah.
but yeah, and like we didn't have hardwood floors throughout, just in the foyer,
Mhm. Yeah.
So we had like little things. I think our fireplace and mantle were like upgrades, kind of
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah, so I know what you mean. Like
Mhm.
they want to put a little taste of it of stuff in the model home, even if it's not.
Yeah,
I
like
wish
the
I could have a porch on this house, but well, where I would want it off the family room, the roof line is like too low. Like I'd like not a porch, like a screened in porch, you
like
know
a
what I mean?
sunroom?
That kind of,
Uh-huh.
not like a sunroom, I just like a screened porch, like where I could sit,
Yeah.
and no bugs would get you instead of the deck.
Yeah. Yeah, the mosquitoes. You get mosquitoes bad there?
Um, Depends, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Depends on like, the summer and
Mhm.
how. But I
We
think I
get
would just use it more than the deck. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Soon as it starts getting dusk, like here, you gotta go in the house. Like, it's
They come
like
out.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're at the shore. Yeah.
And Matt they're, like, attracted to him. Like, he gets, like
Does he get big welts when he gets bit?
yes.
My son does that. He gets like it looks terrible. Like when they
Uh-huh.
go camping in the summer and stuff. He'll
Yeah.
have like big giant.
Yes.
It's just how
Yeah,
he gets.
I
And he
know.
doesn't
Really.
complain about them or anything.
Mhm.
They
It just
just
looks visually bad, yeah.
worse than yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
But
they
yeah, so
even
it
have
depends. We get them here. It just depends on
yeah.
how wet the summer is, I guess.
Yeah. The bug guy or the mosquito guy has to, like, come through the neighborhood and, like,
Yeah.
spray, which,
Yeah.
is a different story, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like foggers or whatever it is. I don't know what it is,
Oh,
but
geez, yeah.
that's how bad it gets. Like,
You
don't
don't want to
I'm
get you don't want to get either what is it? There's malaria, West Nile. But
Yes.
like I've heard that well in South like Mexico and South America, dengue fever is like really bad right now.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. No way. Oh,
Which I don't exactly know what it, I
what?
don't know what like the symptoms are, but I think I mean, you can die from it. I don't
Oh,
know
sure.
how.
Yeah.
Apparently it's really bad down there. They there's a YouTube channel I watch. He travels, he goes hunts, but he travels and he speaks Spanish, so he goes to like he's been in like South America and stuff, and there's signs everywhere about the
Really?
mosquitoes and the dengue fever.
Wow.
I'm like, oh my gosh, I
Jeez.
don't want to live.
What do they? Well, I guess you can use deep down there, right? Because it's it's not banned probably there. I don't know. What else
I
can you
don't
use?
know. I don't know.
Wonder what kind of herbal things you can use to keep,
Lemongrass, citronella,
yeah,
like
like
essential oils supposed to
true.
keep it away.
Somebody that Matt works with, his son he's an adult now, but he used to work at a golf course.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure that this was why. He used to keep he used to keep a dryer sheet, like a bounced dryer sheet. I think it had to be bounced. I think that was the only one that worked. He would keep it under his hat,
To keep them
golfing.
away?
And I swear he said it would keep mosquitoes away. It was
Huh.
either mosquitoes away or like deer fly. You know those to get deer
Oh
fly?
yeah. Yeah.
I think it was one of the two. But like he swore by it. He swore by it. I don't know.
I know we used to use, and I think people still use it. Avon.
Oh, like some
There was
skin
an
so
Avon
soft.
scent. Yeah, I think that people would use for mosquito repellent or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah, yeah. I'm
I've
sure
used
that's a
those bracelet thingies.
mm, yeah. Are those things you can like
And
clip
just
on your belt?
yeah,
I don't know. I
um
don't know what's in those though.
essential oils. I don't know. It just depends. It just
Yeah.
depends. You know where it gets bad? Because I go, we go to Fort Delaware's. It's in the middle of the river and it's
Uh-huh.
marshy around
Yeah.
there, and you get if we go in the summer or like because we're there in the fall, if it's still warm,
Uh-huh.
you can get the crap bit out of you.
Oh, and you go at night too. So,
Yeah. Hmm.
ugh, no
You're
way.
usually okay, like when we go in the fort inside, like they're
Mhm.
not so much there.
Yeah.
Although it's all open, they're there, but they're not there. They're
Yeah.
out in the
You
marshy
know
parts.
you know why they're not there because they sense the ghosts and they're like, "I'm out." They feel it. You know how animals can feel like, uh, earthquakes and things or
Right.
before it happens?
Yes. Hmm.
They sense it. They know what's up. You guys dragging your, like, ghostometers and, uh, things like that.
Ghostometers.
Oh my gosh. Do you know that, um, there's supposed to be a total lunar eclipse on March 14th, and it's a Friday, so it's gonna be a total lunar eclipse on Friday the 14th. Oh, no, it's the 5th. What is it? Friday the 13th? That's this day to be oh,
I
yeah.
don't know.
I don't know.
Let's
Is it
say total
but
lunar
maybe
eclipse
not. I was gonna say, oh,
2025.
there's gonna be crazy eBay buyers with their crazy requests on those days, but I thought it was
March 13th through 14th. The first since the November 22nd. I did watch the one November 2022. I
oh,
remember
and
watching it. We came out in stages and looked at it. 9 times out of 10 it's cloudy and you can't see this stuff. I think we saw that one.
was it red? Was the, moon red?
I think so, yeah.
Hmm.
I don't
Well, I was
remember.
thinking it was gonna be
I remember seeing it.
Friday the 13th, so I messed up. I thought it was gonna, like, bring all the crazy eBay requests
Well,
and
it's the
lowball
night of
offers.
March 13th into the early morning of the 14th. So what day is that? Yeah, no, Friday. It's Friday the 14th.
Oh, boo.
So it's late Thursday night into Friday
Yeah.
morning.
Maybe not. I thought
It's close enough. Look, it's close enough. The lunatics will be out anyway. It doesn't
it
matter.
will. I got some crazy, I got like this. I have a or best offer on almost all of my stuff,
Yeah.
like 99% of my stuff, and I don't
Mm-hmm.
have like a threshold, so you can just send me any offer. I get
Yeah.
like this offer for like $3 on. I don't even remember what it was, but it wasn't a cheap item. But I was like, really, $3, $3, guys. Like
They come
my
in
cost of
waves too.
my cost of goods was more than $3 on that
Right.
item. I just remember
Hmm.
laughing, like going, "What is going
I
on?"
I had a wave of them a couple weeks ago
Mhm.
where they were like somebody just kept offering me $5 on something
Yeah.
that I had priced in like the like $30 range or something.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just like, I think this thing cost me $5. Like,
Right.
no, you know?
Mhm. Oh my
And
god.
I just come back with, a reasonable, like when people do that, I give them like 25%, you know?
Yeah, and that's it.
And
Yeah.
yeah. And then
And
they
then
kept
they
coming
counter
back
with,
with
like,
five.
301. You give them 25% off, and they
Yeah.
say, 301.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
No, thank you. I don't have
speaking
time.
of
I don't care. I'll like keep the stuff. I won't sell anything.
yeah, well, we're
Like
not a store. We're not a
I'm not trying to feed my children. I'm okay. If
true.
different story.
Yeah. True, true. So speaking of sales, Mo, what kind of sales did you have? Did
Stinky ones.
Stinky ones? But you have some to share, right? You have 2? 2 to share?
Yeah. Yeah. I had 3
That's good.
this weekend. I took the lowest one off because I sold something for $5.
It was that guy.
I just had it listed for $5. It was just something I saved. It was something I
Uh-huh.
saved. It was a
Yeah.
I don't have it on here. It was a Smokey Bear ruler.
Oh,
And I
really?
was like, I don't I don't need it. I'll just put it up.
Was it like
It
the ones
wasn't
you would
in the
get in
greatest
school?
condition.
Like when you had Prevent
Yeah,
Forest
it
Fire
was
Day?
old, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And somebody bought it and I'm happy.
Yeah, that's cool.
I saved it. Smokey
Yeah.
Bear.
Very cool.
Only
I like it.
you can stop forest fires.
Mhm.
They need that in California. I don't
Yes.
know where it went.
Maybe. Maybe it did. Oh, yeah, these things are
Sold
pretty cool.
this. Yeah. It was a little one. It was a little one.
Mhm.
So I
What
think I had it for like 15 and I took offer. This
yeah.
was actually one of the ones for I kept meaning to look up. I was like, why in one day I had a ton of viewers on this and I had a bunch of offers for like
Huh.
and I sent out a $12 offer and somebody took it.
Yeah.
So
Is it one of those ones that's on wood?
no, this one was plastic and it's small. It's
Oh.
small. It's only I
Yeah.
mean, I had to put it in a long box because it is longer, but when
Uh-huh.
you're, because it's not bent over,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
but it's only like that big.
That's cool.
Maybe like
Yeah.
when you put it like less than 12 inches tall.
Yeah, if you're
Um,
just listening to it, it's, a flock of
oh,
seagulls on a
yeah, sorry.
wire, and, it's pretty
Yeah.
cool. It's, like, got that
It's one of
80s
those,
vibe. Totally,
yeah,
like
that vintage 80s seagull thing, but it's a small, cheap one. It's not like the one on Driftwood or whatever. But
yeah,
I
those are,
know
like,
I got it for like a
the John
quarter at
Henrys or something like that.
the estate sale I like, so.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, those
that's
are
my
good.
first cheapo sale.
Hey, you're still moving inventory, though.
And this one, let me tell you, because last week we talked about skewing your items. And if you notice, well, the other one didn't have a skew on it either because I put that one next to my computer. That was my little decoration. I have,
Oh,
like, sometimes I'll have one thing.
uh-huh.
But this one, you notice I don't have, I just have the listing date on it. I do not have where I put it.
Wait,
And
what do you mean? It says
oh,
2307.
right. So I listed it in July of 23
Oh, I
is
see.
when I first put it up. And it's, been sitting around for a couple years. These, by the way, this is like no cost. These are like all my husband's old video games from PlayStation 2. Okay.
Gotcha.
So I listed
Return
a whole
to
bunch of them.
Castle Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
Wolfenstein? I've never heard of that.
Wolfenstein. Yeah. It's
All right. That's
you're
cool.
fighting Nazis or something.
And it sold for
The
1487 plus ship.
Yep.
So,
Now, I didn't know where it was. So
oh,
I looked because had listed I had listed a whole I usually list video games with more than one. So I
okay.
looked up PS2 games. I found one that I listed at the same time as this one, and I found this one right away. So when you forget to SKU something, that
Yeah.
helps. That
Wow.
helps. So when you find something, at the same time.
Hmm.
So I thought that was interesting because we
Yeah.
just talked about that, and I was able to find it because I do SKU, and I messed up this one. But anyway, yeah. So
Yeah. I don't know if I have any. I think I have a couple games. I don't know. I don't know enough
I,
about them to like.
these are just I I still have some. I have some other ones to list, but
Hmm.
every once in a while, I just list a bunch of his old video games that he doesn't play anymore.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
we don't even he has like upgraded PlayStation. He doesn't have PS2, so
Oh, I see. I
yeah.
see. It's
Yeah,
still
so
good
I
though.
listed so a couple years ago I went through and I took them all and I listed them,
Yeah.
and this one took a while, but it sold for full price, so hey, I'm happy. All
That
right.
is great.
Ready for
He's not even
yours?
gonna miss it.
Yeah.
Oh, what'd you
No,
say? We're
he
gonna
will
do
not.
mine?
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. Sounds good.
It's still us, Mo and Amy from the Flippin' Fantastic podcast. This is just our behind the scenes where we talk about everything and anything except reselling. Make sure you subscribe and take a listen. Bye.
Oh yeah. Remember the episode where we did the what's in your death pile? Um,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
well, I sent Mo the pictures of my 5 death pile items, and this one was one of the pictures I sent her. But
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I really actually need to list this. So I took it out and sent her another picture. So it's only been listed for 2 weeks. And I
Oh
paid
wow. Yeah.
$10 for this at a yard sale last summer. So I've just been sitting on it. I've been looking at it underneath the desk for, what, 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
And it's it's a headlamp aiming kit, like an aimer kit. I don't know. I guess for like inspections, like state inspections, maybe. I don't know. But it sold for $269.88
Nice.
plus shipping. And it's going to Canada. So
Oh wow.
they are all in $348 on this. Yes.
Wow.
It was, I mean, it's big too. Like it's a big box. It was probably
Mm-hmm.
like 18 by 15 by maybe 6 inches deep, maybe. So then I had to
Yeah.
put that in another box too, so
Right. Right.
it was a
Mm-hmm.
lot, but yeah, so I was stoked. I mean, I'm glad we
That's
did that
awesome.
episode, that What's in Your Death Pile episode, because I wouldn't have listed it, you
Right.
know? I was like, I
Yeah.
really should list this, so
That's
I'm stoked.
awesome.
I know, I'm excited. I'm super excited. I needed it too. My store has been just blah, you know?
Everybody says that, so I'm glad that
Yeah.
but I gotta list. I gotta find some high dollar stuff to list. I mean,
Yeah.
it's all my. I'm just.
You've got it, Mo. You've got the stuff. You just have to take it,
I know.
pick it
I
out.
actually cleaned. I cleaned out in here, and I have all this old camera stuff that I got to get up that I
Oh,
don't
there you
use.
go. That's a
So,
good.
but anyway, here's your other one.
Oh yeah.
I know you put this up here to make me feel better.
No,
The under
I did
26.
it because everything sells,
I'm just kidding. I know. This
literally.
is funny. I know.
Uh-huh.
It's just the battery cover. That's crazy.
Uh-huh. And it was from
It's
one
a
of those for real it was from one of those for real bears, you know, that like it was not like
Yeah.
a what is that guy called?
Teddy
I don't know.
Ruxpin.
Teddy Ruxpin. It was almost like a Teddy Ruxpin, but he
Mhm.
like moves his eyes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it just I got it it was basically free. I got it in one of our auction totes and
Mhm.
it worked, but when I watched a video on YouTube, like what animations he was supposed to do, his arms were supposed to go up in the air like this. Well, his
Yeah.
arms only went up in the air like this much.
Uh-huh.
So I just didn't want to list it. And I was just like, well, let
Okay.
me part out all the parts I can to him. And I did that battery cover. So
That's hilarious.
it sold for full price, 17.88 plus shipping. So
That's awesome.
I
I know
know.
I would, it's not something I would think of, but hey, part it out, people.
Uh-huh. So
It's
I
just
was
about did you have the screw with it or is it
yeah,
just the cover?
yeah, the screw is with it. Or
Yeah.
yeah, it had the screw to it.
Mhm.
And the thing with the thing about those that I was like, "Oh, I bet you these are get lost easy," is because when you unscrew it, it, like, pops off. Like, it doesn't hinge, so I could see it
Oh,
getting
okay.
lost easily, you know what I mean?
Right. I
The
see. Yeah. Uh-huh.
screw was so teeny tiny, whatever. It was
I
in great
hate
shape.
that. I
I
hate
know.
it.
I know. It's the
And that's you have to have the screw because like you said, I have a lot of stuff um some of my ghost hunting equipment
Uh-huh.
has screws on the battery cover and the ones that don't need it,
Uh-huh.
I don't put it back in. The ones
Yeah.
that'll like that actually click in but just have the screw because
Yeah.
you have to have a screw on the battery cover, I take off
Uh-huh.
because what a pain in the butt.
Yeah. I think it's for
Us
kids.
children of the 80s are like, "What?
Yeah.
We
I
could
guess
just
it's to
open our
keep
battery covers."
exactly. I guess it's to keep little kids from opening
Yeah.
it, the
Mhm.
batteries in their mouths. I don't
Yeah.
know.
But that one, like you said, since it won't stay on
Yeah.
without the screw, yeah.
Mhm. So,
Cool, cool, cool.
I know. I was stoked. So,
It's
keep an eye
awesome.
out for headlight aimer kits. I don't even know what they're called.
Yeah.
It just shows you don't need to know what it is to sell on eBay, you know.
Nope.
And it was vintage. It was like made in USA and stuff like that. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was
That's
super
awesome.
stoked. Super,
Awesome, awesome,
super
awesome.
stoked. And so listen to this. Do you know how you can, when you list items on eBay, that you put in the shipping, like you put in your item, you put in your shipping details, and then you can
Yeah.
also put in handling fees? Have you ever you've seen that option where you can put a
Mhm.
handling fee?
Yeah.
Well, my mat has an eBay store. It's just like, nothing. There's nothing in it really. It's just like
Mhm.
his personal things that he's like, "Oh, I wanna have an eBay store too." So,
Yeah.
he delisted everything and which was I'm gonna say like maybe 8 items. Like there's nothing in it. He delisted everything. He lowered the price like $2. And then he put the shipping, and then he added a $2 handling fee on all of his items because
Yeah.
he's like, I'm just gonna try it out." Because he's like, he had
Right.
asked me, he looked at me and he goes, "Have you ever thought about putting handling fee on your stuff?" I was like,
Uh-huh.
"No, because I
Yeah.
want to get my stuff out of here. I don't want to add."
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's what he did. He lowered the
Uh-huh.
price and upped it in the shipping or the handling fee. He
Yeah.
sold a knife in 2 days. 2 days after that, he sold the knife.
So it sold
So
for the same price he had it listed before.
yeah. So is he on to some new tactic? I don't know how it looks when you go to checkout. Like, the buyer, he said, "Oh,
Yeah, I
let's just
don't
say the
know.
knife is $20, $30." So it's like, "Oh, $30." And then he goes to checkout and it says shipping. I don't know if they include the handling.
Do they put shipping and handling together? Yeah, I don't
I don't
know.
know. I don't know what it looks like on their end,
Mhm.
you know? It's interesting though to think that
Yeah, I've never done it.
I
I mean,
know.
if I had something that was super hard to pack, that might be something I'd consider.
Mhm. But
You had something like super breakable, or super expensive, super delicate or something, but
yeah. So I don't know. Is he onto something? is you
Do you
know,
think it's is it that, or is it just that he refreshed his listings? Is it,
it's probably like a
both?
culmination of all those things.
Yeah.
And it was a knife that that is it has that has, I think, like almost 100% sell through. It's like a vintage Navy bosun knife. So it's like
Mhm.
I've sold one too, the same knife, but I had 3 of them and or 2 or 3 of them. I think I had 3 of them, and he wanted to keep
Mhm.
one for himself. And now
Right.
he's just like he's upgraded his knives collection or whatever from Whatnot.
Oh, yeah,
So
that's right. He was buying
he
off of
said, "Well, let me
Whatnot.
list this one." So I don't know. So I don't know. Do you guys let us know? Do you guys put handling fees on your stuff? Like if it's over $100 or $200, do you put a handling fee? It's I mean, clearly his
Right.
shipped first class or, ground advantage, but he didn't need to
Right.
do it, but he just was like,
No, he was just like, "Let me try it."
"Let me try it. I don't have anything to lose," basically,
Right.
I'm not
Hmm.
sure. I don't know.
Interesting. Interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah, I never thought about doing it. I mean, the lower price is gonna show up when you're looking. It's
Yeah.
not gonna affect it shouldn't affect if you're searching by price,
Yeah. Yeah, you're
so
right.
because that adds shipping and handling in there, but
I guess the only
hmm,
thing that he might get is when he gets feedback is his shipping is high. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
It's gonna say,
And if he even gets feedback, because
yeah, he doesn't have
people
much.
don't leave it.
Yeah, he
People
doesn't have
don't
much
leave it.
feedback, and
You don't get it much.
he doesn't leave feedback for others. I have mine automated, so if you leave me feedback, it
Yeah,
automatically leaves them
that's
feedback.
what I do too. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I don't I had it at first. I did when I automated it, I did it just automatically. You
mhm.
buy, you get it. And then I was like, I'm not leaving this. I'm petty. I'm like, they're not leaving me any. You're not getting any from me unless you leave some. So
Right.
I did it that way.
Yeah, I've thought about going back because I used to do it too, like, it was automatic, and then I switched it because somebody
If
left me,
somebody's a
like,
problem.
negative. Somebody left me
Hmm.
a negative, and I thought, "Well, it's not like I could leave them a negative, so it kind of really doesn't matter, but
Right.
at least I could write a negative in the positive." Like, if somebody actually read it, I could put
Yeah.
that's I don't have time for that though, to be to be honest.
I know. Well,
I don't have time to write
that's just
warning.
my petty. Like if you
Yeah,
leave me good feedback, you'll get some, but
yeah,
otherwise, no
true.
thank you.
Mm-mm.
You're not getting it otherwise.
So,
Suck it.
we asked ChatGPT to give us a list of some of the highest priced items that were sold on eBay,
Mhm.
and I was shocked when I read some of these. I was just like, one, why would they list it on eBay if it's like selling for well, let's just this one, for example, was the most
Mhm.
expensive item on eBay that has sold was it was like a 405-foot mega yacht or something like that, and it sold for
You're right.
$168 million on eBay. Like, that's what ChatGPT told me. So, I was like, "What don't they have,
Yeah.
like, luxury brokers for yachts?" Like,
You
why
would
would
think
you
so, right?
and what are the fees on I mean, I know when you get beyond a certain amount, like, the fee is the same, um,
Mhm.
but did it sell for 168 million at an auction and it's really worth like 340 million? I don't know, but I I thought that was insane. You know,
I don't know.
to
Yeah, I and that's what I was thinking. I was like, there's like aren't there like yeah, brokers for that? Because then
Mhm. Yeah,
it's
mega like
weird. That's
mega
weird.
yacht brokers, like that, we used to get like a sailing, how they used to have like the Auto Trader magazines,
Right.
we look through cars. Well, we used to get the one that
Yeah.
had it was like Boat Trader, and we used to look at all the boats. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, they do. They've got some
All I can think of is
Is what?
I don't know. It has nothing to do with that because it wasn't a boat sale. Well, they were going to sell it. Captain Ron. Do you ever see that movie? Kurt
Oh,
Russell
yeah, yeah.
and Martin Short.
What did he what
Okay, boss. Well, they inherit a yacht or something, and then they're going to sell it, and Captain Ron's going to sell it somewhere. They go with him, and it's just okay, boss. I just made me think of that. I don't know, but yeah, aren't there people that do that? Like, I would think you would go through that before
eBay?
eBay. I don't know.
And who is like, "Oh, let me open up eBay today, and I'm gonna
Buy
look
a
at boats."
mega. It's not even a mega yacht. It's a giga yacht.
Is that what it's called, a giga yacht?
That's what it
Oh
said, giga yacht, right?
Jesus. I don't know.
Well,
I just
that's what
remember
it was on what you sent. Giga yacht.
I just know that it's 405 feet, which is longer than a football field.
Yeah,
That's 300 feet, right? A football field?
right.
So, what that's a longer than a football field is your boat. That's a lot. That's a big boat. Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
design services from some famous yacht designer.
That's what it was. So what if it was
But
like
that's
a
what it said. Well, no, I'm reading the thing you sent. Buyer
oh,
also got design services from Frank Mulder, a famous yacht designer.
oh, wow. Maybe it was an auction. I don't know. I don't know. I just thought that was a lot of money. 168 million.
That's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. And then the next one I remember was like a Gulf
Yeah,
Stream jet.
a jet.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Was like 4.9. 4 point
4.9 million.
yeah.
Um, Again, that's weird to me because I mean, well, we don't have a jet. We have
Uh-huh.
a single engine,
And who's buying it with like sight
single
unseen?
prop plane. But my husband, it wasn't on eBay. He bought it. There's there's some place you go and you buy planes like online. Like I know because he bought it from some guy in Nebraska. He actually flew to Omaha and then went to wherever this guy was somewhere outside Omaha and
Uh-huh.
picked up the plane and then flew it back here.
So
But it wasn't an eBay sale. Hmm?
did he buy it before he saw it, or did he fly there to check it out and then said, "Okay, I'll buy it." Do you know what I mean?
Nope, he went through whatever it is he went through. Like he didn't see it till he bought it.
He didn't
But it
see it till so he had
I'm
already
think
he committed to buying it without even doing like an
yeah, but I'm
inspection?
wondering if it was like contingent on like I don't think he handed any money over
Mhm.
until
Maybe it's like all in escrow or
when
something?
he got there. Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Like and saw it and got the inspection papers and everything. And it was, this guy had it in a hangar, so it was
Oh,
in really good shape and stuff.
yeah,
But yeah, but it was like he didn't like buy it on eBay and then go get it. Like
yeah,
just see pictures of it. Like yeah. Like if he got there and it was a wreck or a scam, like the money
yeah,
wasn't getting transferred to this guy. Yeah.
that's true.
So but that was through some, airplane sale website. I don't know. I
Uh-huh,
don't know anything about it, but
yeah. Well, I'm sure
it
he didn't pay
wasn't.
4.9 million like, this Gulf Stream.
No, not on a plane. 1974 plane.
That's what yours is, a 1974?
Hmm. It has
So,
it has
how do you
ashtrays on the
stop it.
remember in cars how you had the little
Yes.
ashtrays?
Or in airplanes. Remember when you could there was a smoking section
Oh yeah.
on airplanes?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Stop it.
But this
So,
is like because you're like sitting in a tiny car, so it's like, yeah, well, it's the same ones. I mean, they're the same thing. But yeah, there's ashtrays.
the metal
You can
spoon ones that would, like, pop up?
yep.
Oh my god,
Hmm.
that's insane.
Yeah.
I'm I can't believe that just it's crazy the things how things have changed since then. So what do you do when you buy a plane, do you get like a loan, kind of like a car loan, or do you just get, is there like you get a 5-year airplane loan? I don't how does that work? Do you take
I
out
don't
a
remember. He did something. I don't
yeah,
remember. I don't know what he did. I don't
yeah,
know if he had a loan or if he it,
have been
I mean,
saving?
it was at the time, it was a while ago.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a small plane. It's like buying a
a car?
little more expensive car or a bigger, you know what I mean? Like a
Uh-huh.
big SUV. That's the price of it. It wasn't, it's not like a
It
house.
wasn't like a house.
It's not like a $5 million jet. If he won the lottery though, he'd buy a jet, I guarantee you. Weirdly.
He'd
But
buy a Gulfstream.
he can't fly it, but he'd have to take those lessons.
Oh, oh, I'm sure he would love to take those lessons, Mo.
Yeah,
He would love it.
I'm sure.
Another one was another jet that sold was Elvis's. That was one of those that was on eBay too, it said, for,
Really? Did I see
400
that one?
I think
Oh, there it is.
430.
Yeah, Elvis's private jet,
Yeah. What does that look like?
430.
I wonder if it was pink. There were no pictures with this, so I don't know.
Yeah, I
Elvis's,
know. Let's see. Like
I'm sure
Elvis's.
it's not. Why would I think it's pink? I'm sure Elvis's jet was not pink. Maybe Dolly Parton's jet would be pink, you know, with some hooterific headlights.
Here,
I don't know.
let's see. It is his is, no, but the inside of it is very
Is it all
red.
velvet? I can
Yeah.
imagine it's gold velvet
Let me see if I
with
find a better picture of it. Hold on.
that's it. I just imagine like gold velvet, maybe like one of those burgundy red carpets. And
It's a Lockheed. Here, let's see, Smithsonian Magazine.
I need to
Um,
know. With like maybe a beaded curtain from the
well,
cockpit.
did you ever see Crazy Lamp Lady like a year or two ago had furniture like a bar and the stools and some chairs that are the same that were the same that were in Elvis's The Graceland, the Jungle Room or whatever they call it. Like she
Oh,
sold them to somebody who was like a big Elvis person.
uh-huh.
She had like that her and Andrew had like the whole set.
Oh wow.
Is crazy.
No, I didn't see that or hear that. Where did they get that? From an estate sale or something?
I don't know where they got it. I don't know
Wow.
where. I
They
don't
sold it on
remember.
eBay, or was this like local? Do you remember? Well, do you remember how much? Like, was it tens of thousands?
I
I
don't
can
know. I
remember.
just know somebody came and picked it up. I don't remember.
Huh.
I
What?
don't remember. I just remember it was,
Yeah, that
well,
they
I
had
can't
it.
find any other pictures, but this is he must had more than one airplane, but this was his private 1962 Lockheed private. It was a Lockheed. Um,
Oh,
let's see.
like a Lockheed
So
Martin.
there's what the inside
Mo,
looked
how
like.
funny is that?
Very Elvis, very 70s, velvet, red velvet
So funny because I said
seats.
gold velvet with red carpet.
Yeah,
Whoa.
no, the seats are red. And
What
everything's like carpeted, the whole. But then
what
the
is
trim is gold. The
yes.
cup
What's
holder's
going
gold.
on with those armrests? It looks like you like scrunched your shirt up. It's like your sleeves up.
Yeah, but
What is
they're like what do you call that? What's the back of the chair? What do you call that when it's like the button tufted? They're tufted
puffed?
like the back of the chair.
Oh, okay, okay. I
Can
see
you
now.
see?
Yes. It
Like they
looks
look like they have buttons like the back of the chair tufted.
wow.
So like
Dang.
an old if you're listening an old chair like there's buttons in it and so it's like kind of like pillowy tufted.
Yeah.
That's what the
Like
the
headboards. You
the
see
covers on the
headboards.
armrests. Hmm?
Wow. Wow. That's very Elvis. I'm sure he
Yeah.
had like
So I don't know if this is if this is the same plane. It seems like maybe he had more than one at a time, throughout, so I don't know if this is that one, but
Wow,
uh
maybe. Mm. Well, good luck with that guy. He spent 430,000 on the, and then there was a like a, oh, what about that one that you said you remember, and I vaguely remember that guy who sold his life?
oh yeah,
Remember?
because I think we talked about that before.
No,
The
I
guy
mean
that sold his life.
I kind of vaguely remember.
Ian Usher's life for 309,000. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was like his house, his belongings, and like he would even introduce you to his friends. Like it was literally his
Yes.
life, which
Uh-huh.
is, I mean, was it just like a, uh, I don't know, not like a, like some kind of clickbaity thing? Was he trying to like just, go viral? Like, is that why he did it? I don't know. How long ago was it?
This is from almost 7 years ago.
7.
Here
Okay.
he is. Hold on. Here we go. So it was Australian.
Oh,
600 but yeah, so he sold it American money 309,000.
Mhm. It's so
Oh
strange.
no,
It's
this
like,
no.
no?
Oh, somebody bid 2.2 million, but that's not what they didn't pay.
Yeah, we know how that goes. eBay,
Right.
get your automatic payments situated. So
Right.
what does it say?
Disney bought his story too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So
I don't.
are they gonna make like a Disney cartoon out
Oh,
of it?
you know who bid the 2.2 million? A 15-year-old.
Oh my gosh. That's funny. Is that what it says?
Yes, that's what it says. It says the global media jumped on the story after the bid reached $2.2 million and his story took off. The problem was the huge bid came from a 15-year-old that didn't have 2.2 million,
Oh my
but he went to the
gosh.
next highest bidder.
Which was 309,000?
Yeah.
My
I don't,
gosh.
yeah, it's totally weird. I don't know.
Oh wait, what does it say? What's the title say? He
A life for sale.
No, and then it said, I thought I saw the word Caribbean. Oh,
Oh,
eBay.
the guy
Oh,
that sold his entire life on eBay and bought a Caribbean island.
oh, okay.
So
So
do you own the island after he bought his life? I mean, I
no,
don't
maybe he
get it.
just
What
took
do they
those
get?
the proceeds from selling his life to buy that island. And then it turned into Mr. Beast games. And
So he
they
basically sold everything he owned, really. He owned a house, a car, a jet ski. It says
Oh,
a jet ski, not a
jet
jet.
ski.
A motorcycle, and all his stuff is what he sold.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Yeah. And that other thing I was reading, it said, "And an introduction to all of his friends."
Yes.
I think that's funny.
Yeah.
Like, "Hey, you can just move right in. Here's my friends. You can tap those too."
Right, yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
buying a Caribbean island. Bye.
Exactly.
People be crazy.
I know. Ay, ay, ay. And then there was other ones that I don't know. They were like I don't know who Joe Jackson is. He had a bat. I guess he's a baseball player. Sold for
Shoeless
500.
Joe Jackson, he was one of um the White Sox that got um they fixed the World Series. Like they got paid to fix it.
Oh, I don't know anything.
They
Uh-uh.
called him the Black Sox. And he was played by John Cusack in the movie.
What
Come on,
movie?
Amy.
What movie?
There was a movie about him, about the Black
Oh.
Sox. Hold
So
on.
they were paid to like lose the game,
Yeah.
to like throw it.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't know anything about that. I don't know anything at all about baseball. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
anything. 3 strikes, you're
This
out. That's it.
game fixing scandal in Major League Baseball, and this was during the they lost They were accused of intentionally losing I had to look it up because I don't remember what the date was. The 1919 World Series.
Oh,
And
back in the day. Okay.
yeah, so it was a long time ago.
Oh, wow. Kind of like
And
a
the thing is like they didn't get paid a lot back in the day. It was a
I get that.
whole
They had to
thing.
make their money somehow, right?
Yeah, so they were accused of throwing that game. So that Shoeless Joe Jackson was a big baseball star from back then.
So
Um,
it was a World Series game, is that what you said? Or was it just like a
y-
game?
they were yeah, they're accused of intentionally losing the 1919 World Series.
World Series.
So more than one game.
Yeah.
Or just throwing the whole series and losing, which I think the whole thing is they were really good and should have won. You know what I mean?
Oh, so I guess some people had some money on those, them losing.
Yeah.
Somebody go to jail? Somebody go to jail for that?
Did they go to jail? I know that 8 of them were banned from baseball,
Oh
permanently
my.
banned. Um,
I didn't know any of that.
the guy that owned them, didn't pay his players well. He was like miser, and this is back in the day. This wasn't um
Like
million
today's.
dollar contracts, of course.
Yeah,
It was, you're getting like a little salary to feed your family.
yeah.
Anyway, so what was it of Shoeless Joe's? Now I forget.
It was a bat. It sold for
Oh,
577,000.
yeah.
I don't know, maybe
Hmm.
wonder if it was the bat used during that World Series game.
Maybe. Maybe.
Oh, it was the
Did it say?
final
Let's see.
it was the final the bat that he used when he missed the I don't know. I know nothing about baseball.
I mean, it could have been, but I mean, he's famous for that. So like all baseball people know him. And
Uh-huh.
uh
Didn't even know. Didn't know.
yeah,
And the other one was a Honus Wagner baseball card. I know that. That's one of those like names you hear all the time. It says 2.8 million for Honus Wagner. I don't know what the
I don't know
like
who
what the
Honus
grade was of the card.
Honus
Oh my
Wagner
gosh.
is. Oh,
Air
sorry.
filter fun.
And I want to correct myself. It wasn't um John Cusack did not play Shoeless Joe. That was DB Sweeney. John Cusack played Buck Weaver. It was
Uh,
another one of them. Anyway,
Never heard of
the
this.
movie is called Eight Men Out,
Okay.
and
Oh, that makes sense. They all got
it is
kicked
about
out.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna write it
who's
down.
own Honus? Honus? What is it?
Honus Wagner?
Honus Wagner. Never even heard of him. You'd think it'd be a Babe Ruth or something. You know what I mean?
That's the one I know, that name. Like, I think that's like I can see the baseball card in my head too. Like, I don't know. That's the one that you see on like I don't know. Is it like Golden
Yeah.
Auctions or something like that? And
I'm
this
looking
that
at
that Netflix show.
it. Is it? Hold on. Here we go. This here.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
This one that I'm
Yeah.
moving.
See the guy on the right with the card
Yeah,
in the picture? That
that's the guy that
that one.
bought it. Yeah.
But I mean that's the card. Um mhm. Doesn't look like a
Huh.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Ken Golden had a show, King of Collectibles.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Oh, I never watched it.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Yeah. There's like I think like Logan Paul's been on it selling Pokemon cards or something like that. I don't know. I think they have 2 seasons.
Oh, okay. Yes, I have heard of that.
Yeah.
Honus Wagner was wait. He played for the Pittsburgh Pirates. He's from Pennsylvania. I don't Johann Honus Wagner. Hmm.
Well, no. That's all I know. I didn't even know who he played
The
for.
more you know.
I know
I don't
I'm
know
learning
anything
all
about
kinds of stuff.
cards.
2.8 million. I'll learn a lot. That will be my new niche if I find I do have I have baseball cards in the attic. from me, like my personal cards from
Yeah.
when I was like in middle school or something. I just liked
Yeah.
collecting them, but I think they're all that's the years that they're like not good. They're like
I
Fleet
don't
or
think
something.
I
I
might have
don't
had
know.
baseball cards. You know what I had? I had
What?
the Star Wars cards. We used to get those.
Oh, I didn't know they had
They were
those.
like came in baseball packs.
Oh,
And
okay.
so the front had stuff on it, and then the back, if you got them all like in a series, they
Uh-huh.
made a picture on the back,
Yeah.
like a puzzle.
That's like the Garbage Pail. I have Garbage Pail. I
Oh yeah.
loved Garbage Pail. I have all of mine in
I
binders,
didn't
in
have any
baseball
but
sleeves or
oh
whatever.
geez. I know my
Yeah,
sisters had them because they're closer to your age.
I
That's
loved
funny.
them because they were stickers too. You know, you could peel,
Yes.
but
Uh-huh.
I didn't stick them on stuff. But I have not all the cards, but I have some, like a bunch of the first series and stuff. So
Yeah.
I don't think I've like pulled them out and looked at them, and I didn't see anything worth selling. Like there was no, it was like a couple bucks each or something. I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah.
So
I don't know
I just
anything
stuck
about
them
them
back
either.
away. I've got like some kind of um like Ricky Henderson. I don't know. It's in like a case, like a little case or something. I don't know. I have one of those
Yeah.
too. But that's from when I was young, like, middle school. I
Right.
told you I had baseball cards. I collected them for some reason. I don't know if it was just I don't know. I don't know why I was collecting baseball cards. I didn't I didn't watch baseball. I didn't go to baseball games. Well, I would go to like our minor league game, you know. I can
Yeah.
remember skipping
Hmm.
school one day and going to a minor league game.
Oh,
But
fun.
yeah, that was like my Ferris Bueller. Isn't that what they did?
Yeah,
I stole I
they
stole
went
the
to
Ferrari.
they
Cubs?
went to a White Sox game. That's funny.
White
Right? Because
Sox?
they're in Chicago.
I thought it was the Cubs.
Oh, they went to Cubs. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because I
Never
remember
mind.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Wrigley
yeah,
Field, right? Is that
yeah.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. That is it. Yeah. So what's up, guys? What's the most expensive thing you've sold on eBay? I want to
Oh,
know.
wait, you
What?
forgot about this is a good one.
What?
Just
Which
gonna throw
one?
it out there. The Action Comics #1, first appearance of Superman, his
Oh,
debut.
what was that? How much did that sell for?
Um, well, that says 3.2 million, but I don't know when.
Oh, wow. 3.2
That's that,
million.
that's the one everybody looks for. That's the
I,
one that's, you know, there's always a joke in like a show or, well, I just watched something and they're like, "Oh, what's this?" Some old
uh-huh.
comic book and they threw it away and that's what it
Oh,
was. What was I watching? I can't remember.
I
But
don't
yeah,
know.
it's always a joke.
Okay. I remember my stepdad had comic book,
Hmm.
and I don't know. For some reason, I think it was Spider-Man, not Spider-Man, maybe Superman. I don't know. But it
Yeah.
was in a silver package. Like the packaging was silver. I don't know if
Hmm.
that's like some protective thing people would put them in. I don't know. I don't know.
No, usually there's cardboard backing and then
The clear.
the sleeve. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it was never opened. I don't know. Maybe it was one of those
I
like
mean, maybe
beanie
it was like
babies.
some sort of special edition or something.
I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I don't know. But I just remember that. I was like, okay, whatever. You can't even see it. You can't even see it.
It must have been like like it came in special packaging or something.
Yeah.
So he didn't
I don't
open
know.
it.
Maybe. Well, guys, let us know what's the most expensive
Yeah.
thing you sold. Um, and make sure to like and subscribe. And you can always listen to us on the go on Spotify and where else? Apple,
Wherever
Amazon.
pretty much wherever you get your podcasts. Hopefully
Yeah.
it goes to. If there's a platform you want to listen to us on, let me know. We're not
Yeah.
there.
And
But
leave
yeah,
us a
Spotify, Apple, Amazon, we're on
yeah.
those.
And leave us a review on one of those platforms too. So
Ooh, get
we need
fancy.
like 5,000 reviews, right?
Oh yeah, something ridiculous. You need
Yeah,
like
probably.
it's ridiculous. Yeah.
And so it'll push us out in the algorithm. So All right, guys, we're flipping out. See you later. Bye.
Thanks so much for watching, and check out more of our videos right here. We're flipping out.